see that familiar shuffle? That's B-Phlat. She's back in action. It's Tighten Up Tuesday, everybody. That's Key on my left shoulder. Grace will make her way to my right shoulder. I'm Chris Denman in St. Louis, helping B hold it down. All you Picassos out there, sorry we missed you last week. B is here to save the day with all your DIY and comedy needs. Settle in, it's going to be a hilarious show. Get your drink, get your smoke. Let's go, baby. Maybe even a joke in there. B-Phlat, your knees are loose. What you drinking, Key? Something good. Oh my gosh, we've got a great feature tonight. So happy to have you back. Let us know in the chat what you're doing, where you're at, where you're tuning in. The dancing, the music stops, ladies. Just look how graceful they are. Okay. Grace dropped a mic before she left. B, I'm so happy to see you. Welcome back, B.
You see, I got my West Coast jumpsuit.
Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah.
I'm proud of those moves.
Thank you.
Great to see you, B. I'm all right. I'm all right. Hanging in there. Happy to see you. Ready to laugh and enjoy some time with the people on the live stream for the great Tighten Up Tuesday.
I'm happy to be back. Very grateful to everybody that was very patient with me not being on the air last week, having a family emergency. Everybody knows by now, Dennis's brother passed away, so we're still handling all of that. Like, we're literally handling everything. So I appreciate everybody that sent us all the love and the condolences, and it's so funny. We got more calls and texts and stuff from fans than family. It's scary, but it is the truth. Yes, Chris.
Picassos, you got a big Picasso family.
Picasso's been showing, yes. So I'm very grateful for all that. So, but I'm keeping it pushing.
Good.
My husband's
Didn't expect anything less.
Yeah, but I'm being strong for him. But we all have our weak moments, so.
Certainly, and
I still do have weak moments, but I got to keep it pushing. So, and I just thank everybody for the love and support, because that's what keeps me going. So I was like, oh, I'm needed.
Yeah, there's so many tough things out there when you deal with stuff personally like that. It's never easy. So it's great to have a great netting that is the fan base and the people that tune in every week.
Yes, shout out to Daphne, who definitely showed me some love early. Shout out to Lauren, of course. I love this music. It gets me going, that beat. That thump. I feel like I got to learn how to play that. Yeah, best in the business. So, and of course I got to apologize to my day oneers because I had to reschedule the group. I haven't done it yet, but I can guarantee you we'll know by next Tuesday what the scheduled date will be, and I've actually already selected my group 3 list.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it pushing. I have a lot to do and compartmentalize and keep it moving, but I'm getting it done. So I do apologize to everybody that we didn't get a chance to do the brief and bake, but I'm giving a quick shout out to Lynn and Brianna because they were actually going to be delivering me dinner for the brief and bake. And just so you know, when you are attending the brief and bake, because now it is a tradition. We've started a tradition. I always take a shot. Chris, I always take a shot if I mess up somebody's name, don't say it right. So I have a whole shot glass collection and some of the cities I'm missing. So people have been sending me shot glasses. So shout out to my girl, Danielle Murray. Look at that. South Carolina representing and she's in Charleston. So she sent these 2. So, because she's like, you ain't got no, I think I only had North Carolina. And I was like, oh, a lot of people I can't always represent. So if you are going to be attending the brief make, you have to let me know what city you represent, what state or whatever, because I got to get my shot glasses ready. So I just wanted to let everybody know these came in the mail and they're so cute.
That's amazing.
So actually, even though all this is going on with Jimmy, I even took the time out to rearrange my shot glasses in alphabetical order.
Well, that's
all 100 plus of them. So that when I run over there to grab one, Chris, how I'll be running to grab a shot glass. I can go like, Cincinnati, and just grab them instead of standing there. Because I had them in color order, You know me. They were faded out. So, yes, if you're going to be on these brief and bakes, you got to let me know what city you're representing so I can make sure I have a shot glass to represent your city. Because I probably have it over there. But if I don't know in advance, I'm going with the closest thing to it. So, yeah, I will be putting out soon when we're going to reschedule. So, you and I have to coordinate that, and then we'll let everybody know. Let's see. Who else am I giving a shot? Oh, of course, the 60th episode gets pushed back to November 8th. Instead of the first. Yeah, this is the 58th episode, although technically it would have been the 59th. But that gives me more time to just pull some stuff together.
Yeah. Well, it just shows how consistent you've been, too. How wild is it to think you're coming up on 60 episodes?
60 episodes. We inch along. I can't wait till the 100th.
I don't know if people will be able to handle it.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it. So I'm just going to keep on praying that I'm here. Recap. I got some pictures I'm going to show that I meant to show last week from when I was in Orlando. My Atlanta run on the GOTV tour, which is Get Out the Vote tour. It is going so well. Yes, I'm loving it. It's excellent. It's fun. We're getting a lot of gifts that I can barely bring home. My suitcase is almost about to bust.
Have you met any podcast fans out on the road?
I have. And it's funny. Karen Hunter hit me up in the email 2 days ago. She's like, B, I'm renovating. I just moved into a house. I'm doing this. I haven't forgotten about you. We got to catch up. And I was like, yes, we do. So if Grace wants to throw up my two, one is a video and one is a photo. And we can't play the music because that's the power. That's me, Michelle, and Aaron Jackson. Aaron actually writes on the show. It's with Kim Fields and Mike Epps, the Upshaws.
Oh, wow. That's Cedric, isn't it?
She just moved out to LA like this week. She just got settled in because they have like all this writing to do. So she's a writer on the show. Yes, congratulations to Aaron. So yes, that's us. And that's Cat Lotta. Shout out to Cat Lotta.
Cat Lotta in the house.
You know that's Carletta Cook. She came to the show when we were in Orlando. So I'm glad I got a picture with my Picasso.
I love it.
Yes. So next week I'll give another update because I got some other photos I want to show. But I didn't get a chance to really get into the drive and do all the stuff I wanted to do. I was like, I can just move the stuff from last week to this week.
Right.
God is good all the time. Quick Cash App shout out to Mark MM. You know, he wanted me to do the Miss Cleo reading. And I was like, he done spent up half his money trying to get me to do a reading. I done put half of it on Daphne's flip. Thank you, Mark.
All right. If I could get it, I don't want anybody to be mad at me, but can you give me your best, call me now for your free reading? Remember Miss Cleo?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Wasn't she Caribbean? Didn't she have an accent?
So here's the thing.
I thought she did, and it was fake. Everybody said like she's fake.
I did radio with one of my best friends for 5 years, and he's a black dude. He would make me do the Miss Cleo voice. We had a drop for it. It almost has a touch of Irish in her voice. I want to hear you do it. Don't you remember the commercials?
I used to turn it off because she was so terrible. Her,
never mind that.
Dionne Warwick, I used to turn them off.
Oh, that's incredible.
It was a mess. That era I'm so glad we out of that phase.
Right.
And then you can just get on your phone and call somebody on your smartphone.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pushing it forward. Thank you, Chris, for giving me a pass on that.
No trouble.
I'm still trying to say I got a show Thursday. We're wrapping up this tour. I have the show Thursday and Friday, Philly and Pittsburgh. So, and they are wearing me out, but we are having a good time.
That's what I hear. It sounds like great shows. They're all full. So many funny people on the lineup. It's amazing.
Fun. It's fun, Chris. I'm meeting a lot of great congresswomen. People just out here making stuff happen for us behind the scenes that we don't even acknowledge as heroes. So it's just great.
Has there been anyone that has gotten you qualified to get your check from the state?
How do you think I got this jumpsuit?
That's when you know two people know each other.
How do you think I got this jumpsuit, Chris?
She got an executive order. They go, you know what? We're giving you back pay.
How you think I got this jumpsuit?
I'm proud of
Chris?
you. I knew
You
you'd
got to tell
finally get it.
somebody I might be giving me a check coming. I'm starting off with this suit.
Mm.
So, oh goodness. Um, you know what's funny? Okay, so there's like a running thing in terms of who cash apps me first, and it's always Miguel Goico, right?
Mm.
But then it was like, oh, I'm gonna get her, I'm a cash app her at 10 in the morning. So I get between Phyllis Smith, Brenda Robbins, Laura H. And it's always in the afternoon, in the morning, or right when it's Tuesday at 12 midnight. So the strange thing, shout out to Kathy Lay for her belated birthday on October 18th, the show we were supposed to have last week.
Big fan of Kathy.
Oh, why? If I want Grace to show the photo, this is what I got at 12:24 a.m. Show the first one.
Whitney Houston is a legend. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Can you show the other one? This came in from Brent. You see that? You see what
I
it
got
says?
you this time, Miguel. Now people are.
You see it's at 12. Look. You see it's at 12:24 a.m.
But still got it that same day.
But then look when Miguel cash apped me. So look at the next one. Exact time. Look at that. 12:24 p.m. I was like, hell no. I was like, I gotta take. See, I blocked out the amount stuff, but I was like, I gotta put this up because I was looking at the time. I was like, it's 12 hours apart, the exact same time. I was like, it's meant to be. So it's funny because Phyllis cash app today talking about I beat both of them at 3:33 a.m. I'm like, yes, you did. Yes.
Oh my
So
god.
that's the funny thing. So I got to get up when I'm finished with them and do a cash app dance for them because they killing me with the who gonna cash app me first.
They're staying busy in the cash app.
Hilarious. They staying busy.
Great work. Great work.
Yeah. So I just thought that was so cool.
I love it.
Last but not least,
I can't say I'm surprised. Who gets creative in the cash apps? Of course, the Picasso.
Yeah, that is so funny how they cash app me at the exact same time, 12 hours apart.
Yes.
And she's like, I think I beat Miguel or whatever it said on there. I'm like, yes, you did. Shit had just turned Tuesday. So, and last but not least, a quick shout out to Divana. Chris, she sent the cash app for your makeover. She was like, when you gonna hurry up and do Chris's flip on his
with the hair?
With your makeover.
Wait.
Yeah, she wanna know. She donated to your flip.
Like this, like the back of my hair flip.
So, with that being said, before I show my flash rags and my tees real quick, I'm gonna go and do my quick cash app dance for obviously Miguel and Laura and the Phyllis and the people that hit me up early. Brenda, all those good people that hit me up way before the show started. They early birds.
Nice work.
Do your girl Jane Tubman got an early bird dance for the early risers?
Here comes Jane. If you want to contribute to the dancing and making me uncomfortable, $ B-Phlat on Cash App. Look at her go. She's here for you.
She's more agile.
B's knee is fresh.
She's more agile since she found out on Juneteenth she was free.
Listen, I'm not going to comment on that, but I'm proud of you. Says he's cash apping Monday at 12 a.m.
What is your name?
Irina's laughing. Antonia says your jumpsuit looks comfortable.
It is.
Miguel Goico's laughing. Kanisha's in the house. HR's in the house. Constance in the house. Pack 93's in the house. Evie is in the house. Tanya.
Shout out to all the Picassos in the house that's back with me on a Tuesday. We trying to get back on track. I appreciate everybody just sticking with me, Chris. It's rough out here in these streets.
It's not easy. It's every day. There's something. Yeah.
You know it. Let me see who I got on my flash rags. Looks that Doc Shoe. Oh, go Doc Shoe, aka Melissa.
Is that right?
Yes, you see, she graduated. That's a doctor you're looking at, a doctorate degree.
A doctor staying swagged in the sweat.
Degree. Yes, that's what's up.
Congratulations. That's very, very impressive. Seriously, that's amazing.
Shout out to Doc Shoe. And then we have Mark representing the Flash Rags on the set of The Wheel of Fortune with Lunel.
What are we going to...
You know, Flash Rags are worldwide. They are becoming recognized and renowned thanks to MM.
MM is going to get himself...
He's our official mascot of the Flash Rags.
MM is going to be doing whatever he's doing with Lunel. They're going to be in some country where it's offensive to do something with a flag. He's going to get in trouble putting your flash rag on a religious article or something. Yeah.
Rescue, and you know we're going to get him out. We ain't going to do him like Brittany Griner. We ain't going to leave him hanging
so
like
depressing.
Your girl Brittany. Oh. It is depressing. We're going to get Mark out.
Well, maybe we can get Brittany.
They don't want the Picasso bailiffs on it. So Mark ain't worried. Ain't got worried.
Just be careful. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Great work. I met Pat Sajak once, and he is all of your height and about 110 pounds. My brother, who's
I've seen him in Coffee Bean in L.A. right there, like Sunset and I forgot the main. It's like a little street before you get to like La Brea, and he's always in the Coffee Bean there.
He was nice, but I still feel bad to this day. My brother, a younger brother who's 6'7" and bigger than me, and I were pretty lit. It was Dodgers Cardinals at Dodger Stadium. And we see his little ass walking by. And I don't think we were real physical or anything, but we definitely were like all of a sudden surrounding him like, hey, how are you? I just remember like he shuddered a little bit. He's like, hello. Hey, just wanted to say hi. Go on with your day. But we had definitely been drinking a whole baseball game. We're, decked out in Cardinals gear at Dodger Stadium, and this little man is looking.
A lot of people don't realize how short actors are because they always get women that are shorter than them or make them not wear heels or flat so they can look. Anyway, look at your girl Irina. She got on my
with the pup.
Yes, and Maya's shirt is doing well, and I know that. I just need, and I haven't checked. It's it's been a rough week, but I know her shirt is doing well. I just need some more photos, and people may have sent them to me.
Looks great.
Like you got look at she got the apron and the shirt and the dog. The dog came with the shirt.
Buy Jack males dogs.
No, you buy a shirt, you can get a dog.
That's right.
And remember, I'm still running the buy 3 get 10% off if you throw the code in BPH10.
BPH10 by Jack.com/B-Phlat.
Yes. All right, let me read Maya's card really quick. And I'm still grateful to all people that Cash App last week and donated towards Daphne's flip and stuff like that, even though we didn't have a show. So I really appreciate that because everybody wants to see this come to fruition. And so do I, Chris. I like to see it happen. So I just wanted to give those people a shout out too. I haven't gotten to them yet, but I will. I'm
going to show up at Daphne's, give you all a hearty cheer, and then just head on back out.
Chris. And I'm going to have Ty right there saying, Chris.
Go pick that up.
You ain't got on no black shirt. Right.
She's your uniform. She's your uniform conductor. Yeah.
Exactly. She gets it together. Let me go ahead and read Maya's card really quick. Her card says, make believe. Shift your attention to the vibrations of how it feels to have what you desire. Pretend it's already here. Make yourself believe, plan, take inspired action, and it will manifest into your reality. Make believe. I guess that holds true for some stuff. Maybe not everything. Yeah.
At the Guiding Light Gurus, where you can follow her. If you missed it a few weeks ago, she stopped by. She seemed like the nicest person. She is. And the thing that I love about these cards is because everything don't apply to everybody, but you always get something out of it, no matter how you look at it or who's reading it. Does that make sense? It does, because it's coming out of your mouth, and you want the best for everybody. So, clear. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to have to get some sounds. Grace, do you want to run a soundboard like it's a wacky morning radio show? Honk, honk. Lord have mercy. All right, you ready for the DYK? DYK, let's hear it. Yes, and this goes,
Shout out to Picasso. Miss Baker in Clarksville. Actually, this is a black first, and she is from Michelle's hometown, Clarksville, Tennessee. Shout out to Clarksville in the house. Tonight's black first is Ida Gray Nelson. She might be kin to me, Chris, because you know that's my maiden name. Ida Gray Nelson Rollins, 1867 to 1953. The first African-American female dentist in the nation, born in Clarksville, Tennessee. So I'm going to read a couple things about her really quick, and I sure appreciate her sending me this information. Let's see. I should have picked out some points. I didn't, but I'm going to read some really quick.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Thank you. Ida, I want to know when I was reading this. Ida Gray Nelson Rollins was born in Clarksville, March 4th, 1867. Her mother, Jenny Gray, was a black woman. Her father was a white man to whom Jenny was not married. Blase, blase, blase. I'm jumping down. After obtaining her degree, Ida moved to Cincinnati, opening her own practice. She maintained a practice in 1985, and she relocated to Chicago upon her marriage to her first husband, James Sanford Nelson. That might be my uncle. He was a Canadian. I'm just trying to figure. You see how small it is. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to read through it. I normally highlight it. I'm going to jump down. Y'all bear with me. I'm suffering right now. And it's just from a hot flash. Not the person.
Good thing you got it right.
Ida Gray Nelson Rollins' achievements are a testimony to perseverance, determination, and diligence. Though she was raised by a woman, she was unable to read or write. Ida overcame her environment, becoming the first female African-American dentist in the United States.
Wow.
She did a lot. And I'm going to have to clean that up. I might give out some better points next week. But like I said, it's a lot of information. But just so y'all know.
Just the tagline.
The main point is she was the first African-American female dentist in the United States. She opened up a couple colleges and different things like that in the Chicago area. So she was on point. She was tight. And let me look and see. Oh, about to say she might have been a Delta, but she was before our time. But I'm going to claim her as honorary since I need a back tooth. And you just never know. Might channel her ghost. Hook me up with some back teeth.
Jamie,
Ida.
The great and always kind Jamie says, take your time, Pastor.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thank you. And oddly enough, I'm giving the eulogy at my brother-in-law's memorial celebration next Friday on the 4th of November. So I actually wrote it. Dennis and I are sprucing it up and have some family members contribute to it. But I think it's going to be fun. I've never done that before.
Well, you'll do it justice, and you're a professional speaker, and you lead with your heart. So
thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. All right, well, let me jump into my frugal flip right quick.
Please do.
I want to, I love to show what Shantae is working on for us in terms of videos and just how he's putting stuff together. So he actually started working on some stuff. It's just a 1-minute clip. I love just what he's doing. He adds to these, but he's just showing me what he's doing in the direction that he's going in. And he wasn't in Clarksville. So he's looking at all this stuff. Remember I told you I sent my drive down there to him 3 days. So he's been sitting like crazy, just putting stuff together. And I'm letting him know that, we appreciate him. And I want everybody to see where their money going because he is doing the damn thing. So I want y'all to see this Clarksville clip that he threw together.
Awesome.
That he's working on. I was like, come on and do it. Do it. Guess what, everybody? It's your girl, B-Phlat, and my co-host, Janet Dollar.
Yep.
And you're here with us live at the first Frugal Flip. So let me tell everybody about the Frugal Flip. Frugal, meaning watch your money. Flip, meaning watch your eye.
Yep.
If you watch your eye, you can take anything that you already have and flip
make it new.
Our whole goal is to bring people in, come in and show them how to flip the things that they have and not spend no money. So every time someone says something to me about B-Phlat, I need to go buy this, I need to go buy that, I'm like, no, you probably already have it.
Yep.
So let's get your eye on it and see if we can flip it. There you have it.
That's great. That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm like, yes, Chantel, I like what you're doing in terms of showing different and pulling it together. Let's keep this process rolling. So.
Utility aprons on display.
And you got it.
I wonder if Irina put her dog in the apron. Let us know in the chat.
She ain't Lynn. I'm surprised Lynn ain't sent me a picture of the dog with the apron on. Because, last time I had the Phyllis Diller look with the glasses and the furry thing with the flash rag. I was like, go, Lynn dog. I forgot the dog name and it ran around this basement.
I forget how many loyal Picassos have graced the presence of your home. Your home. You have credits. You've been on Comedy Central and more people.
I don't care.
What they got to do with it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just regular. You know what? I'm a very good judge of character, and I know who to let in my house and who not.
That's fair.
And I've been doing this for 25 years and all over the world, mostly by myself, so I'm blessed.
Lynn,
so I just want to do a quick follow-up.
Hang on, we got an update. Sorry, I didn't mean
to give me an update.
Lynn says the dog's name is Mags, M-A-G-Z.
That's right, Mags.
Mags, the dog's been to your
Mags. I wanted to show people. I remember I was doing the little hanger thing with my leftover sheet. Well, not the sheet, the actual pillowcase. So I was just going to show people what I did and why I did it. And what this thing is so old. All I did was shred these pieces. And once you cut a slit in this sheet, I opened it up. I'm sorry, this pillowcase. They're easy to tear apart. So that's the great thing. I was just cutting and doing just like this.
Oh, wow.
And then when I would get down to this end, I would cut it off. So then you get the little frayed and edges. And once I did that, I would take my lighter and just do like this and burn all the little edges so they wouldn't get all of the little leftover pieces of string. So that's an easy project. Once you wrap your, if you want to do this as a little cheap project instead of buying fabric hangers so that your stuff won't slide. But Dennis ordered all of these hangers from Amazon, all these plastic ones and these here. And I don't like these hangers, for one, because everything slides off of them. But they're a good hanger for pants. And if you're hanging things like a jacket and you want to hang your pants inside the jacket. But this stuff don't stay up here and it just keeps slipping. And I don't like the fact that when I hang my tees inside of these circle little hook, it messes up. Anything that hangs in here gathers.
Yeah.
So to me, that messes up the look or the lay of my fabrics. I like for my stuff to lay flat. So that's why I just said I'm going to throw this pillowcase on these hangers and I double up and I ain't got to worry about my stuff sliding or moving.
Look at you.
And they work. And I actually have two sheer black tanks or whatever you want to call them on one hanger. And look at that. They ain't coming off of there, Chris. And I have one of my favorite tops on a hanger like this.
How about a camisole? Can we put a camisole on that?
You get whatever you want to hang on it, Chris. You must have some up in your house you need to hang up.
Yeah, my camis need somewhere to hang. Go ahead.
It was my quick hanger project. So I've actually done 10 of these, covered the hangers, and I'm still working on it. But I just wanted people to see it's simple, and I love it because, like I said, these aren't working for me. So I'm going to use them for something else, but because I don't feel like covering these. But for pants and stuff like that. But I love the fact that this works, and I'll be sitting right in front of the TV with my glue gun, just wrapping hangers, using this little piece of pillowcase. So the other thing is, I remember telling people to start collecting these cans real quick. And then before I go back, let me show y'all how ghetto I am, because I think I left my glue gun at Taina's. I can't find it. But then again, I haven't gone through everything. Why I ended up cutting the fat sticks. You see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why I sliced them in pieces like this so I can stick it in my little glue gun because I don't have no more. I don't have no more little glue sticks. So Chris, look, I've been pushing these pieces through like this.
Oh no.
Then I cut off the fat one. You know I'm gonna make a way. I'm frugal.
Well, it's
I was
who
like,
you
I
are.
ain't getting
It's what
ready
you
to do.
do.
Yeah, I was like, I am not getting ready to stress myself out about where the big glue gun is. I have to find it though. But I was like, I'm just gonna cut up these. I got my utility knife out and slice these.
You're cutting up all right.
I sure did. So the other thing is I wanted to show people, remember I said to start saving up cans in different sizes? Well, I want to show you what we're going to make with them really quick so Grace can go ahead and show that video. Courtesy of Jamila in Detroit.
What's up, Jamila in Detroit?
Yeah, Picasso Jamila Taylor in Detroit.
We call a rocket stove. They make these out of all different kinds of stuff, but this is what I had to make it out of, and this is the tools and the materials, so I can like just put it together.
Hey, you see me?
All right, man.
Okay.
So Chris, we're gonna make cat repellent, and you put the smoker in there with a cat repellent, and then it'll spray the. Because I'm just kidding. We're not making that. We're not making that. I'm just kidding. But the thing is,
I got cat repellent.
Jamila said she said she smelled that from like 500 yards away. She was at this thing called the Detroit Eastern Market.
Yeah.
And that's how he sells his incense. He made that out of cans and he puts like a lava rock or something in the bottom to burn it, and then you can smell. So people come from all over to buy his incense.
Nice.
I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do that for the cat repellent. We can make these for the put on the porch for when the cat like a smoker." But no, really, I do have a cool project.
Chili powder in there. Everybody that walks by, their eyes are watering.
Right.
Hey, no cats.
We burning chili powder,
no old people,
garlic,
no
vinegar,
no
and lavender. No, but I do have a cool project for those. But I thought that was kind of funny when she sent that to me because she did get his permission. I got it all right here in the email in terms of like we could show the video. But I just thought it was kind of creative how he was able to put them cans together to make that smoker. You know, I was like, okay, I see the big coffee pot. I mean, the big coffee can and the small soup cans. He hooked it up. So, but we're not making that. And last but not least, before we jump into our feature, Chris, I'd like to show people what I worked on as soon as I got back from Detroit. Because, you know, I'm a DIY and I got to make things happen. Mm-hmm. So I designed... Oh, not that. I'm sorry. I wanted to show Jimmy's... not that. Am I on that yet? I jumped into the... Oh, Lord. Because I jumped into the DIY showing... You know what we'll do, Grace? We'll show Jimmy's thing really quick that I designed for his memorial. And then I'll show the frugal flip pictures. Because I was supposed to do that after... That's how you know I'm all over the place. I was supposed to do that after Shantae's video.
Here, Grace...
Let me go ahead and show Jimmy's thing
Grace,
while you're getting that together.
Yeah.
I know Chris wants to read some comments.
No. You go right ahead.
I designed this for Jimmy on Canva and just kind of pull some things together. It's going to be a postcard size eulogy. No, we're not doing the big program thinking, you know, with everybody listen who he leave behind and all that, because he didn't have kids and all that other stuff. It was just Jimmy and Dennis. You know, of his mom's kids. She only had 2 kids.
Yeah.
And Jimmy and Dennis. So the back of it, I kept it super simple. Look at that. You see that, Chris?
Yeah.
And you can't miss nobody when you think a whole family tree. You know how black people be arguing about, you left so-and-so name off and my 2 grandkids. And you know he had a sister that lived in so-and-so. And when you do that, you can't miss nobody. And I'm doing the welcome and the eulogy. So I figure we'll keep it simple. I like the design. My husband loves it. And Dennis is DJing.
Oh, good. Well, that's music's such a big part of so many people's lives.
Yeah, and we're having this nice place here in Philly. So I want to show you what I made so that people can sign it and we're going to get it free. And you know I did this when I got back from Detroit. I made like a little memory board and I had some leftover plexiglass because I don't want people to sign on Jimmy's face, but I want them to sign on the board like we did for Dennis's dad. So I
That's
put little
nice.
quotes on it, and I printed all the pictures on double-sided. I'm sorry, on label, pick like a whole sheet label, and then just cut them and put them right on some foam board I just put
That's
together.
great work, B.
Yeah, I put this foam board together. I had like two small pieces, and I taped it together and gave it some extra so it won't be flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
So once people are done signing it, then we're gonna get it framed and put it in Dennis' office on the wall. But yeah, I did this right when I got
It's
home from
great to
Detroit. I
see.
was up all night working on it. It was
Talk.
fun. I was having a great time just crying, listening to music that Jimmy likes, and just pulling pictures together. So it's a good, lighthearted thing to do in terms of like uplifting, like to get your
It,
mind off of things, but still be functioning and productive.
I think we
Yeah.
get trapped sometimes in really traditional stuff that maybe doesn't make us feel the way. People used to be colder. People used to not be. They just didn't show as much emotion. So anytime, in a weird way, anytime someone can kind of incorporate something that's personal or new or fresh, like I think it's very helpful. So shout out to you and Dennis.
Thank you. Well, we'll jump back to the frugal flip because I do have to give a shout out to Lena and Karen and Kathy, Michelle, Devani, and Irina who donated to Daphne's Flip because we originally were at 182.50. Now we're at 397.50.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, we moving right along and reach our goal of $2,500 by January 15th so we can start booking flights, hotels, rental car, get to Daphne's and be there 3 days and do what we got to do. So I appreciate everybody that's still contributing to Daphne's Flip and making that happen.
If the congregation doesn't come through, will you be sending people there on Greyhound buses?
No, we gonna be there.
I'm trying to think. Like that's something. That's what would happen. It's like, all right, Chris, you're coming.
And like my mama said,
we got you a bus ticket.
we gonna make it happen if I got to sell coochie and now laters. That's something for the grown people and something for the kids.
I just spit.
My mama said, we gonna eat up in here if I got to sell coochie and now laters. She always wanted to make sure it wasn't just.
Of course, you got to you have to diversify your offering.
You got to diversify. You doing now laters for the kids. So
B, this is
we
completely. This is for scientific reasons. I want the folks in the live chat to participate in something. How do you spell your neighbor's name? Is it Ms. Myrna? Myrna?
Mirna.
There it is. Okay.
Yes, that's Myrna.
I'll let you know what this is about later on.
Okay. Well, let me do the flip right quick because I really want to get into our live feature for tonight, and let Candace do everything.
Yeah.
So what I'm showing is when I used to live in my first house that I got through a sheriff's cell on Nelson Street, because I got that house because of my last name being Nelson. As you can see, I was painting the steps so I could only do one side at a time. So I did the other side, like when I would leave and be gone, because it was actually gloss paint because it lasts longer on steps, but it takes longer to dry, like 6 to 10 days. Mm-hmm. So I knew I was going to be in LA. So I was like, I'm going to paint these before I go to LA. And then I know when I get back, they'll be dry. So I'm showing this because someone asked me in an email an interesting way to do pictures. Hang pictures like in a hallway or something like that. So I'm showing the blank wall. And then the next photo shows, this is in my old house, how I did the other wall. That's the wall with like a whole bunch of pictures. And a lot of people don't know what to do. All of them little pictures, you get people baby pictures, they little school pictures. I would frame everything and fill in the spaces. And it used to be like 300 pictures on that wall. And they would go from the top of that all the way down to the floor, down to the steps. So it would take people forever to get up my steps because they was always walking slow to look at every picture. And they were like, this is like an art. Yeah, so I used to, every time I would get a picture, I would take a space and then I would rotate them in and out and put in old pictures, new pictures. But once I got the wall filled up.
Love it.
So that's a good, cheap thing to do. And I got them at IKEA. They used to come, most of those frames came like 6 in the pack for $3 back in the day.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I was like, you ain't got to paint them or nothing. I just put them right on the wall and added them in with things that I had. So that's a quick, way to decorate pictures down a hall, downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good For a random space.
I'm glad
you
I
could-
found that. Because
Mhm.
actually, these are photos I took of photos. So this was in the first house. You see how narrow that bathroom is, Chris. This is what it used to look like when I moved in.
Wow.
And I hung those blue towels there because there was like a big hole in where somebody tore out some of the wallpaper or something there. So I'm
Can I
showing you
tell
what
you
it
my
used to
legs
look
would
like.
be if I was using the
Yeah,
facility,
that wasn't for you.
my
It was
legs would
just
be in the
me.
bathtub.
Yeah, because the sink is the next picture shows it. The sink is over the bathtub. That's how it was built. You see that?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And that's me actually working on it. I was spray painting the inside of that thing silver, but that's what it used to look like. So,
Yeah.
and the window was all burnt up. The next picture shows the floor. You see that? When I took the towel down, you see that piece of missing black paint. The
Yeah.
floor is horrible. I was like, I gotta do something with this bathroom. I can't look at it. So the next pictures kind of show what I did on my budget. I just painted it all white, prime stuff, and I used pillowcases to make the window drapery. And those clips on there are actually napkin ring clips.
Nice.
I used to work at Pier 1.
I mean, of
I was like, I'm
course.
putting these up here. And you could pull it. I draped that over there. You could pull it up and down. All I did was drape it right over a pole. So
That's
if I wanted
great.
light in there, I could pull that little, and those napkin rings on there was the weight. Was kind of weighted it up and down. So it worked for me. And I put down a little new floor. Those are just little sticky linoleums that you could cut
Yeah. Yeah.
with scissors. And I just cut them to fit around the tub and all that. And I painted all the pipes and stuff. I spray painted them underneath the sink silver, just kind of, and the radiator, just to kind of freshen it up a little bit because that black in there was horrible.
Have you ever?
So I've been flipping. That was in '94.
And this is in no way. Don't take your mind to the gutter, Picassos.
Mhm.
Have you ever been compared to a beaver? They
Me?
say if you put a beaver on the moon, it's gonna find a way to build a dam. If you
That's
if
me.
you-
And maybe
if you-
that's why my mom
if they
made me
stick you
verbally.
somewhere, anywhere, you're gonna find a way to upgrade.
I'm gonna find a way to make it. Yes. So it's funny because I'm showing photos of like old stuff because I've been doing this for the longest. So I'm showing some old things, and it's refreshing my mind in terms of like how I've been doing this for the longest and how I still have some of that stuff that's in those pictures and reflipped it into other stuff. It's crazy, like that basket that's sitting on top of the toilet. It's spray painted black, and it's upstairs in Dennis's gym. And he keeps like air fresheners and like things for the gym in there to keep it, like wipes and stuff in it on the shelf. Yeah, I still have that white CD rack that's in my bathroom now. And I got towels on it. And I've cut a mini paper blind in front of it to cover it because I don't want to look at none of that. Yeah, I'm always finding a use for stuff. So now this is funny because I was thinking about back in the day when I was in the dorm, and these are old pictures, don't mind the people, but they're in my room, and I covered my room with like all kind of magazine pictures because the walls were ugly and we couldn't paint. So I was like, I'm gonna put up. So I was thinking like now they have like the decals where you can print out your pictures of yourself and print them on like this sticky paper, and when you peel them off, it doesn't damage the wall. And like, cause everybody don't have magazines and that kind of stuff, but like if you wanted your own digital images,
Mhm.
there's a program that you can use where you can shoot it on the wall. It's an app. I actually have it. It's like a projector, and it'll blow up the image, and then you print it from there.
Beautiful.
And then you can put your own stuff up on your dorm walls, just from the sticky paper. You can peel it out and take it, when you leave, things that you like. So I just wanted to
Question.
show. Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Question from
I'm sorry.
Kathy wants to know: do you stand in the tub to wash your hands?
I didn't. I just used to lean over. But when I was in the tub, I would stand up and brush my teeth and lean
There you
over
go.
the sink. And I never got it converted. I was like, I ain't gonna be in this shit forever.
There you go.
So the next photo shows that black, red, that file cabinet. That's from college. That's
Sure.
the same file cabinet I got right here. All I
Get
did
out
was
of here.
I'm not playing, Chris.
That
I still got that same scrapbook.
is that
And
on
those
Fontbonn's?
pictures-
Is that on Fontbonn's campus?
Yes, that's on Fontbonn's campus. That's in my dorm room. And Chris, you see them two pictures? Those are the ones my mama stepped on. That was in my senior portfolio that's up on the wall. They're
Wait.
charcoal drawings.
From the Comedy Central. This is
from
not
the
happening.
competition. I just had to throw it up there. And the next one shows my self-portrait.
Grace,
These
I don't
were
know if
hanging
you've
up
seen it.
over my bed in my dorm.
Oh, if you haven't seen it, B's mom, please go watch it. The Comedy Central. This is not happening with B. B's mom defiled those exact
Yep,
drawings.
and
I
still
have
got
seen
them.
that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh
It's
my
kind
god,
of
Let me
surreal to
see
see
the,
those.
it's like I'm meeting a celebrity. I'm like, it's
Right.
them.
I'm fangirling.
All right, the pictures are celebrities. Slide to the next photo.
To the right.
Oh shit! I thought I had the one where I showed my self portrait, and that's how I made money in college. Chris, you know, I told you I used to make bongs for the
Say no
white
to
boys.
say no to crack poster.
That
I
was on my
remember that
door.
poster.
And I used to cut hair. I had everybody in my room. I was cutting hair and making money. I was making
You
bongs.
probably made good money.
I did. I was working in the ice cream parlor and licking stamps in the damn admissions office, cutting hair on Saturday and Sunday, making bongs at night on the weekends in the dark. And then that's Meredith. And the next, look, I was bad. Everybody used to come to my room and be like, "Can you hook me up?" I'll be like, "Yes, I can."
Oh, I know.
I would go to perm in and give you a cut. I was laying out here. I was trying to find the after pictures. But yes, I was always doing hair in my room. Chris, I was making money. So that's my frugal flip.
Yes, you were. Kiki says it right. B's a hustler. Yeah.
Yes. You got to use all your talents.
Do you
People have-
recognize? By
Huh?
the way, let's look at a sign of the times. Grace, I don't know if you know how to zoom in on there. You don't have to. Look at the Hard Rock Cafe bag. In
Right.
the background.
In the background.
Oh, I love it. That's so funny. Oh,
Amina
man.
used to work at the Hard Rock Cafe, and she would bring us food and stuff back and give it to
Yes.
everybody in the dorm. Be like, yeah,
Oh, that's great.
yep, Hard Rock Cafe.
The Hard Rock Cafe. That just closed a few years back. That's so funny.
So with that being said, I'm glad I got a chance to show that. I didn't get a chance to do Taina's fix her chain because it was getting late. My show started late, and then she texted me. She was like 10 o'clock. She's like, "B, I'm getting sleepy. It's getting late." I said, "Girl, we ain't even done this," and we didn't even get out of there till like 11:30.
That's so.
So I told her when I come back to tape, famous. Excuse me, bailiff Jamie for coughing. Don't find me. When I told Taina I come back to tape Funny But Not Famous for the Afro channel, I'm coming in 2 days early so I can specifically secure her stuff so she don't have to worry about that if there's ever a leak or it gets damp up there on her roof. So
Beautiful.
with that being said, Chris, you know it's time for me to introduce our feature for tonight. And I'm so grateful for this lady because she's been so patient. Her and Maya, they have the patience of a saint. And I pushed Candace back and I was like, can't do it no more. I'm going to have this lady on. I'm honored that she's just been, like I said, patient and be like, yes, I'm available. Because I have to take in consideration people have things to do in the evening and they may not always be available to do this. So I do appreciate that they can come online. So with that being said, we're going to bring her up on the screen. Chris, I'm throwing you off. I'm introducing, we know her as the Reef Lady.
Reef Lady.
But I want people to know that just because you've had like a DIY spot on here or you featured before, if you're doing other things, you can still refeature and send other DIY stuff. So when she started sending me some other things that she was doing, I was like, oh, and explaining them to me and her process and why she does stuff. She's perfect for the show. So I want, without further ado, I would like to introduce Miss Candace Perry. Get on the thing, Fayetteville, North Carolina in the house.
Hey.
Reef Lady, I see you got your display in the background.
Yeah, my babies.
These look great.
And as I was telling her earlier, Chris, I said Christmas is coming up. She might have to start taking some orders. As all these holidays, and she do them for every holiday.
Arbor Day?
Season, every Harbor Day.
Arbor Day?
Arbor Day,
I
Harbor
can.
Day, Hunter Day, whatever day.
Don't try her. Don't try her. That's
That's
right.
right. My girl got it. She got it.
Canadian Thanksgiving? Okay.
I'm
game.
sure it asked. You've seen, we've had her on here in terms of her work, and you've seen the different style. But tonight, along with her great creations in the back, she's going to show us some stuff that she's working on. a craft I've never seen or heard of before. But I want everybody to see a different side of her. She had some other creations. I didn't know that she does all these amazing things. I am going to let her explain all of that.
Wow.
And then I'm going to ask her a few questions. You know how we do. And then let the audience, comment or ask questions.
You know they'll come in on the live chat.
So I am going to let Miss Candace Perry, a.k.a. Reef Lady, take it away in terms of being on the one screen. And you might want to just, let everybody know. Well, I already told everybody who you are and where you're from, but if you want to reiterate that and what you're doing, it's your 15 minutes of fame, lady.
All right. Hey, everybody. Of course, she told me my name is Candace Perry. I live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I do a lot. I do wreaths, jewelry, my earrings. Earrings.
Beautiful.
And this is kumahimo, which I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit. Which is this. Yeah, that's that.
I hate to interrupt. I hate to interrupt with a chat comment really quick, but Jamie thinks you probably make a mean pound cake. Is that true?
Jamie says you make a mean pound cake.
Honesty, I appreciate that. Just stick to wreath. Sorry. Continue.
Thank you, Chris.
Okay. I'm sort of lost. I started doing this after I got on disability, but I learned all these crafts when I was a kid. And I didn't do anything with it until I got on disability because all this stuff was in my head. I said, let me just start doing things. So I started making jewelry. I'm like, wow, I can do this. So some of them I sell and be word of mouth. Some of them I make for myself. And then I started doing kumahimo, which I went to class for that because I tried to do it on YouTube. I said, nope, I can't do it. I'm going to have to go to class for that. So I did that. And then later with the wreaths, that was a project I was doing with my granddaughter. So, because she has like a little bit ADHD and something for her to do. And I said, oh my gosh, I can do this. I can start making this and sell money, make money off of it. So, and then start drawing, which I said, oh, wow, I can draw, which that was a project to do with my granddaughter. I said, let me draw something while I'm working part-time at the school, being a substitute teacher, and then I let her color it. And I said, oh, wow, I can draw.
That's incredible. That's a fun thing to find out about yourself, right?
Yeah, it is. It was amazing. I saw all this stuff in my head. I said, I got to get it out. Yeah, that's one of my drawings. Oh, wow.
Sonia's saying hi, Candace. You've got a wonderful drawing.
So can you tell people interesting things about what you make the jewelry from?
Well, the ones that you show with this one, this right here was earring from the hair store. And I said, well, I'm going to make it as keychains. So that was earrings. These were earrings. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Oh, yeah. We see them. Great. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And of course, these are earrings, too.
Okay.
And I just started making those keychains. It just pops in my head. I said, oh, wow, I can do this. Let me go to the store and get this and that and the other.
Have you had a favorite you've made so far?
Oh, wow.
Are they all your babies?
Yeah, they are my babies, but I'm willing to sell them. I ain't got no problem doing that. So
Grace, make sure you put up her Facebook information. I like the turtle earrings. I think they used to be a keychain.
The turtles, yeah. They used to be
turned it into earrings.
Yeah, they used to be keychain. I had got them at south of the border gift shop. I just said, oh, I like that. I'm gonna make keychain out of that. I make up earrings out of them. Sorry about that.
See, I like how you put an eye on a keychain and flip it into an earring. That's interesting. And that's why I was like, are you selling these things? Yeah. Why do you have them mounted on the thing if you ain't selling them? And those used to be a keychain, right?
Yes.
And you made them into earrings.
Yes.
Missy Shoe says talented. Minerva and Tampa
Yes.
says hello.
Hey.
Kathy
You
says
know,
that's
I got to know
beautiful.
the story behind all of this stuff. It's just amazing
Yeah.
how you have an eye to just take a. But see, that's the great thing about being creative. When you see something, somebody else may not see it. And I think you said those used to be a keychain.
Yes.
Yeah, and you turned them into earrings.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. I love
Yeah,
it. I just like that's cool that you do that. You're doing a lot, and you're
yeah,
making
even
your talents.
yeah, even with necklaces and bracelets, I like the beads, so I will buy them and break them off and use them for something else, for earrings or keychains or whatever, or kumahimo with the keychain kumahimo. Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you. What is kumihimo? What does it mean, and what is the art form or the history behind
It
it?
means Japanese. It's kumahimo. This is it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
There's Japanese knot. That's the only
Okay.
thing. That's the only thing I know about it because I know the Japanese have the round wooded thing and it doesn't have
Mhm.
numbers. And they do it, I don't know, they do it differently, but this is the easiest way to do
Okay.
it. And of course, I have the beads on here and these little scissors. I couldn't find the weight, so I just improvised and got the scissors to make the weight hang down, so it's easier for me to do. I don't know if I can sort of show
I must
you,
go.
but
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
We can see you.
Oh, okay. So it's like with this, you put it in here. I know it's so hard to show and put it down, and then you start from here and get the bead.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. And put it down here. It's a little tight, but and put it here, and then you counterclockwise, and you start again. You put it in there, and you tie here, and same thing.
Okay. Oh, and you push it down. I see as it's coming through at the
Yeah, it's
bottom.
really hard. Yeah, it's hard for me to show it. Um, it's
Yeah, but we
okay.
can. When you look underneath, you can see the beads coming together in
Uh-huh.
a form.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering how long does that take? Like if you
It varies.
okay.
Because I might do it and stop. It probably maybe
Mhm.
take about couple 2 or 3 hours, but something
Okay.
like this, oh my
Mm,
gosh, this is tedious because it's
a
thin
lot of little
string
beads.
and tiny little beads. It's tedious time with that one. I might do 2 3 days because I will stop. I'm like, okay, I'm tired.
No,
That is so interesting. You always have like interesting mechanisms or like devices to work with to help make the and I've like never seen them before. So that's why I was so interested in you have coming on here and showing us this how you do it. It's still even though you might have it, you still have a creative eye in terms of how to put the
Uh-huh.
stuff together. So I've
we got
always just been fascinated how you do these reefs and just put the colors together and just always
Uh,
amazing. Just how you pull them together. And they're never
uh-huh.
like too much. They're always just like the right amount. A
ev-
nice
Oh,
touch.
okay.
And now you have these amazing jewelry pieces and keychains.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that
everyone's
people would be interested in getting something because
well.
they see
Okay.
what you're doing. And then they see that you have time and patience and you like putting in the work. So
Yeah.
this
We've
is
got
what you
we got some comments and be sorry to interrupt you,
Okay.
but I'm having trouble on Facebook. Is that the best way for people to reach out to you?
I guess so.
Do you? It's
I
okay. It's okay. Do you tip? How do you sell? Do you sell them at places, or is there an
it's word
address?
of
Or
it's word of mouth.
okay.
People. Oh, I went. There's a picture that she showed of me at the flea market.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was downtown Fayetteville, and it's free. And I just had my tent, and I was having all my stuff there
Oh,
selling. But
well,
it's a hit and miss. But
is there
sometimes you sell.
is there an email address or anything or Etsy shop online that anyone? 'Cause people are asking in the chat if they
Yeah.
do, if they We can put it up another time. You don't have to have it.
Yeah,
right now.
let's do it another time.
Okay, so there you are, everybody in the chat, and everyone's asking if you have a Cash App as well.
Let me make a note.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
have a Cash App.
Oh, now we've moved into the tech side of things. What's the Cash App? Let me get that into the live chat.
Oh wow, hold on.
Now see, no, it's okay. Now, but here's a quicker solution, because sometimes the way this works is people get busy, they forget, maybe they intend to buy something or not. Maybe there's a way for people to either donate or purchase some of these wreaths through Cash App. So I don't know. It's a thought.
Yeah, that's too. They can always write it in a comment.
Yeah. So we'll do how about this? We'll do a Cash App, and then whenever we come back next week, we'll have some information, and we'll just do an amended, hey, if you liked the wreaths last week, here's how you can get them, if in fact you want people to get them online. No big deal.
Okay.
And I wrote it down too, Chris, as a reminder to put up her email for next week.
So what's your Cash App?
It's $, capital C, L as in love, P as in paper, G as in green, N as in Nancy, 66.
Okay, so I'm going to read it back to you. $CLPGN66.
Yeah, capital C.
Gotcha there. Cash App is live. There you go, people. It's in the live chat, and I'm sure some people will say hello to you that way. So, sorry, B. Wanted to get that out.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. And before we let you go, I want to let, goodness gracious, people know that you didn't ever have a hot flash while you were on.
Well, the AC is on, so it's got to be cooled off.
You ain't had to get your blue fan out. I'm still sending you some flash rags.
What else do you want from her, B?
I don't
We're
care.
supposed to do the hot flash sisters tonight. I thought we was going to do it together. I was like, it's so nice to have somebody on the show that got a fan. Because Grace took a great picture of us earlier when she was fanning, because we was like, her fan is messing up the mic. It was like, she's like, we'll mute her. And I was like, now I gotta have a flash by myself. So, I had to put it out there so I wouldn't be by myself, Chris. But it was such a blessing, and I'm so happy that you were able to finally come on. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah,
and
I
weren't
did.
patient, sitting in wait. But I really appreciate it that we got a chance to show your stuff. So next week, I will definitely have your email up, and I want you to report to me, because you got my. Don't forget to text me your mailing address so I can send you the hot flash rags.
Oh, I'll send it.
Yeah, and I want to know if you get some orders, because I want to, when we put your email up, just let me know, like, people ordered some stuff, and so, plus you'll be in the chats. You'll let us know. I totally appreciate it.
That's a great way too. I forget that. Yeah, she can just drop that in there. So everyone in the chat's very, very complimentary, looking to support you. I did drop the Cash App into the live chat, or you can wait till next week. We'll have some more information. But Yoli says, thank you, Christeezy, for getting her information. I'm going to invest in Miss Candace. So very nice thoughts from everybody as well.
Thank you.
That's right. And Felicia B says, this is the only channel that can get me to open my wallet.
Oh, that is so nice.
That's so nice.
I feel like I'm channeling my Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Say to people, it's a campaign. And he was a comedian, so there you have it. Well, Candace, I'm going to let you go. We're going to wrap up and try and keep it tight. I totally appreciate you.
It's a tight show.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for
shout out to Fayetteville in the house.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
We've got some
nice set, nice lighting, reefs in the back. That's how you got to come. It's nice and simple, or just clean, sleek. Just playing a couple things in the background. I like that.
Quite obvious what she was here for.
Yes.
We've got some comments. Live chat, folks.
I'd love to hear some.
Okay. MM's asking Sonia if she's flashing. Sonia's got the air on. MM's in St. Louis. It's been raining here all day. It's been
he's finally home.
It's been a couple days here in St. Louis. That's right.
Yeah, it's been raining crazy here in Philly too these last 2 days, but it hasn't been cold. Thank God. It's just been like in the 70s.
Yeah, well,
So
it's
that's a blessing.
cold
Who
here
else
too.
we got in the comments?
Jamie's in saying hey. Lynn Reed's loving it. Baby Ruth's in the comments. M. Gabrielle Samuel Tobin is the one who asked for the Cash App originally. Kiana's here. Joyce the Voice Haynes. Thank you, B-Flat and Candace, for such a fun podcast. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Kathy says she's so humble. I want to buy something. Christopher Chapman. Great first name. B, love the energy. Chris, the man, the myth, the legend. Shout out to Christopher Chapman. He knows where to butter the bread. I like that.
Is that a C squared in the house? Is that a C squared? We got a B squared and a B cubed.
That's a C squared and a B squared. Oh,
wow.
We
got a C
B
squared.
cubed, man. MM's having a good time, and HR says she reminds me of my auntie. Good Southern people. Pack 93 says it's cold here in Norfolk, Nebraska. Did you know you were big in Norfolk, Nebraska, B?
I didn't, but I know now. Is that near Omaha?
Let me tell you something. I've been to Omaha in the middle of the winter, and there like 4 feet of snow hit the ground, and I want to say 2 hours. It was crazy. And Omaha is great. Shout out to Omaha. I did too.
I kicked it in Omaha.
Did you play Did you play a venue there recently?
Yeah, I've done a couple shows back in the day. I haven't been in a while, but about 10. Oh, I used to kick it in Omaha.
I went with a band, and they played a venue called the Slowdown. That's one of my favorite venues I've ever been to. And we were, I was in the backstage part, but
that sounds like
awesome.
a jumping ass spot, the Slowdown.
That's a good place.
Like
Everybody was really nice, and I didn't think we'd spend any time praising Nebraska, but here we are. It was a good time.
Well, Chris, I didn't get an Irks and Works, but I do have an Ask Chris Deasy.
It's a popular segment. Ask Chris Deasy. Get him in the live chat if you want to read some live ones. Hit the music, Grace, and everybody can enjoy their 5th or 6th favorite segment. Dance for me, B. Thank you. Thank you. Let the people know. This is a very important segment. Ask a white guy on Two Funny Mamas. Who the hell knows what happened to that? Ask Chris Deasy usurped it. I like where we're at. B, you're showing off that state-sponsored jumpsuit, and I love it.
Hey, you know it. Go, Chris. I'll hit him with the ow. Ow.
What's the Deasy move? Do you have a Deasy move?
It's the Deasy move.
That's me dodging the haters.
That's the Deasy right there.
What do you have for me today? What did you see walking down the stairs that you're going to ask me about?
Oh no, this ain't come from me.
Oh,
This
no.
is courtesy of Picasso Sandra Glenn. This didn't come from me.
Sandra Glenn, I'm nervous.
It says, Chris, have you ever heard the phrase, I hope you brought a spare... Let me back up. Have you ever heard the phrase, I hope you have a spare ass at home?
What?
And do you know what it means?
Can I guess?
Yes.
It means... Okay, can I ask a question? Is it for adults or children or both?
It could be for both, but mostly for adults. So if somebody say,
well, maybe it's about to get chewed, like you did something wrong.
More or less, yeah. I'm gonna give you two and a half. It's more or less like you
Caucasian
about to get your ass whooped.
Oh, okay.
So if you got a spare ass at home that you can put on.
I was thinking like, yeah, you knocked over my table and broke it and lied to me about it. You better hope there's a spare ass upstairs.
Right. So it's kind of like when it's about to go down, I hope you have a spare ass at home. That's old school.
I like that. That's I would feel just fine appropriating that. If we're thinking I think that's usable in all situations, and I wouldn't feel bad about stealing that. I like that.
So if you see somebody go like this, say, I hope you got a spare ass at home.
Do I have to say it like that?
They gonna throw. They throwing them bowls.
Hey, mister.
So yes, that was.
Hope you've got a spare ass at home.
Exactly. That means because this one about to get whooped and tore the fuck off.
You ever kick somebody's ass in a fight, like to be funny? After you've just worked them over, you get out of here.
No,
I haven't.
No. When I'm fighting, I'm trying to kill your ass. I'm
Oh, I'm
fighting.
talking. They're
Good.
barely able to stand anymore, and it's like it's been declared over, and you're like, get the
Oh,
out of
I
here.
ain't never fought for fun. Ain't no such thing.
It wasn't fun, not for them.
Oh.
So I hear.
Well, anyway.
DZ, what do we have? Charnice is laughing at spare ass. Yoli says, "Hey, B, Cinnamon, I like my version. Hope you brought a spare ass, Mister." No, it's not intimidating. Glad
No,
you
you
made
both
it.
have one. Don't nobody carry no spare ass. You both say, I hope you got a spare ass at home.
Oh, and home.
Yeah, because you about to
gotta-
get this one tore up.
Could you insult their home as well? Could you say, in that messy ass house of yours, or you keep it short and go home?
Or maybe if you've never been in the house, you could say with that raggedy ass porch. Or you could say something like, that them fucked up shingles on the side.
Oh, behind those cracked ass windows, there's a spare ass in there.
Or your bald headed ass grass looking like George Jefferson.
I love
that kind of shit.
I loved it.
Shit looking like a toilet bowl on the top.
We've got questions. Do you want you want to hit some of the live chat, or are you done with this?
Let me hit some questions because I'm jumping right into my flyers.
All right, live chat. Here we go. Nebraskans would love to have you visit. Hang on. Jai says, ask Chris Deasy, do you know what the word SOP means? That's from Do you know what that means?
SOP.
SOP. Capital S, capital O, capital P.
I don't know what that means.
SOP, like you sop something up? I don't know. Chris
What did he say?
He just said, do you know what the word SOP is? And then DZ would love to sop up Kym. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what that means. DZ would love to
like sop up
Kym
a biscuit?
Like, yeah, I know what that means.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was like an acronym.
That's what I thought, too.
Okay.
I was like, sexy old papa? Nope.
Yeah, like when you sopping up a biscuit in gravy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Baby Ruth Katie asked if that was my tough guy voice. No, that was my dorky white guy voice. And then Kiana asked how long my hair is. The longest it's ever been.
Chris, what are you going to do with the hair? Because I need to know what to do with this $3 that Devon sent you for your makeover. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to see what's going on. I told Kym it's my journey. It's no longer her. She's claiming that it's going to make me the hottest I've ever been, but I prefer not to give her any credit. This is my journey. So we'll see. I'm going to let it go.
We're going to see how much contention this causes in the office between Chris and Key. So we'll stay tuned for the saga of Chris and Key with this hair.
Right.
Is she going to keep coming out before the thing and hooking you up?
I don't know if I can afford to keep paying Key for hair and makeup. She's added that to her invoice list.
I don't blame her. Because I'm telling you, they don't know what the hell you would look like, Chris, if Key didn't come out there and fix your hair before the show.
My bangs are like past my mouth.
It's long. I like it in the back. It's cool, but I don't know what's going on in the front. But I like how you got it back.
Needs to get a little longer.
Okay. Well, you gotta let it grow.
I said, and I'm gonna use when it gets long enough. I'm gonna use most of it to cover my mouth, so I stop eating so much, and I'll be really sexy.
Oh, Chris, don't do that. Don't be one of them people that eat on the hair.
No. That cover. I'm just saying I need something to stop food from going into my mouth. That's it.
If the hair's in your face, if we start seeing you on the show and you be having like hair,
no, that's gross.
I'm gonna let you borrow my jumpsuit.
Thank you.
Okay. With
what
that, I'm doing my 2 flyers because I couldn't do my show in Jersey. When I came back Saturday, I had a family meeting. So anybody that came out to see me at the Sneaker Jam, I apologize. I couldn't be there. And it was funny because we were all in the car trying to find a replacement to get somebody to replacement. And it was funny because the comedian was like, what about Michelle? I was like, she can't do it. She in the car with me. We in Detroit, right? It was so funny.
Vanessa Fraction.
Right. I'm like, yeah, so I didn't get a chance to do it. So anyway, if you came out to see that show, I do apologize. But I do have the flyer for Philly. And Chris, I cannot read it. It is so small on there.
I got you. I got you.
I just have to reiterate that I love the fact that these shows are free and they're basically to honor all the people who hit the pavement and get people out to vote. So it's like a celebration for those folks that go out and put the tags on your door, and just out here hitting the pavement for midterms. So it's free food, free drinks. It's just nice. And I love every one of them. You get to meet a lot of very important people that are making things happen. Our heroes, that our unsung heroes.
Well, let me tell the people about it. If you're listening at home, you don't see it, you just want to hear all about it. Here it is. Unity 22, Black Women's Roundtable. Power of the Ballot. That's an evening of comedy and GOTV organizing weekend. That's Philadelphia. Thursday, October 27th. When is that, you ask? Well, B, that's in 2 days. Rally 7 to 7:30. That's a good rally. That's smart. Sometimes people go overboard on the rally. 7 to 7:30 is your rally. Comedy show 7:30 to 8:30. Where's it at, you ask? Well, it's a Laborers District Council, 1333 North Broad Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You can actually RSVP. There's a link on that poster if you see it.
RSVP and get in free.
And then the 29th, there's a canvas happening with special guests Melanie Campbell, Mark Morial, and Catherine Hicks. Morial, thank you.
Yeah.
Other guests as well. But for the comics on the 27th, where you can see B for free, guess who's there? Michelle, the Indie Mama Comedy, B-Phlat, and our girl Vanessa Fraction, plus other special guests as well. Going to be a good time. A lot of great sponsors, and B's having a good time, so you know it's awesome.
Yes, I've been meeting some very prominent people that are making things happen, that want to hear our voice and what we have to say, and it's fun, and it's not corny. It ain't like they wouldn't have us on there if we was up there telling corny jokes. We're not up there politicking. We just being ourselves. This is for regular people. So
now, are you doing the Pittsburgh show?
Yes, Friday.
That is Friday the 28th. Rally 6 to 7. Comedy show 7 to 8. Kingsley Association, 6435 Frankstown Avenue in Pittsburgh, PE. If you want to If you want to RSVP, there's actually an email for those free tickets. SSO now, as in SSONOW 27 at yahoo.com. Same lineup. Great show if you're in the Pittsburgh area. Go check it out this Saturday. How's that sound, B?
Yes, it's this. What do you mean this Saturday?
That's the
that show is Friday.
Go back, Grace. Sorry. Friday. Excuse me. I was looking at the canvas date. Sorry. Friday.
Oh,
the 28th,
yeah, the canvas when they hit the. Okay, yeah, I'm about to say the show is Friday. I'm about to say what? They told me.
Get you messed up.
I'm about to say what?
Now
we're flying out Friday.
Now the final flyer, B endorses but will not be at on November 3rd, right here in beautiful St. Louis, Missouri. It's the Mid-Coast Comedy Series, B. You know where that's at?
Yes.
Central
the Strand.
Stage. Nope.
Is it going to be the center stage?
Central Stage. That's 3524 Washington. Just up the street from this here studio. That's November 3rd. You get tickets on Metro Tix. Ray Rowery's a newer comic. She's going to open up the show. Precious J. If anybody watches Two Funny Mamas, about a year ago around Christmas, Wendell was on the show with Sherri and Kym. Precious was on her way to do a show for us, with us, and was in a terrible car crash. You all, Two Funny Mamas fans, came through. Wendell and Sherri and Kym donated money. She is so thankful to all the Tut family, the Two Funny Mamas family, for all of the love that you showed her last year, and she is back at it. She's very funny. She won St. Louis Funniest a couple years ago, and then Will O'Donnell just won St. Louis Funniest. He's a very funny dude, and then Larry Green won St. Louis Funniest from the Funny Bone and Helium a few years ago. So nothing but stars, baby. We're making it happen. Show's at 8. I'll be there. I'm going to host it. It's a good time. We're going to have all kinds of drinks. Shout out to Botanist, your girl. I maybe don't know her. But either way, great show here in St. Louis. Get tickets and come say hi if you're in St. Louis. And B will be in St. Louis at some point, too.
I'm waiting on my flyer for my November 19th show for all my Maryland fans. I'm going to be doing Joe Claire and Friends. It's at the Bowie Center for Performing Arts on November 19th. I have 2 shows.
Did she have it in there, Grace?
But when I get the flyer, I'll have it by next week. Joe already told me.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Grace, I'm just mentioning it because
Yeah.
everybody be like, "When you gonna be in Maryland?" November 19th for 2 shows at the Bowie Center for Performing Arts. Yeah,
Love it. Look at you.
so I'll have it up next week.
Woman of the
show.
people.
Yes, you know I am.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Picassos. And I feel like I'm about to faint because, I didn't eat. It's funny, I've been working on so much stuff, all this. And I was like, I need to eat. I've been coffee. I can't wait to get upstairs.
We'll get up there. It's Taco Bell
Even
Tuesday.
though it's Taco Bell Tuesday, we're actually having Chinese food.
They've introduced a third into the marriage.
There you have it. So I
B,
cannot wait to eat. Yes.
I
sir.
can't say how great it is to see you.
Thank you.
Tough times all around. Shout out to CVPA here in St. Louis. Had a real bad thing happen a couple days ago, and that's in my neighborhood. So
Yeah.
people are trying to heal from that. But B, proud of you. Excited to see you. Give all of our love
Thank
to Dennis. And you've got a bunch of shows coming up. You can see B all over the place. So B, I'll let you take it from here.
You know what I'm doing, Chris? Going out with my
Dancing
girl Jane.
Show us.
Jane gonna show you what it look like when you don't get to eat for a week. I'm just kidding, Chris. I ain't gonna be like I ain't gonna be like that.
Heil, I can't hide behind the Heil microphone. Thanks, Heil.
It's like, look, we ain't ate for a week, Chris.
I'm trying to hide. I don't want anybody to see me being part of this.
Don't eat your brain. It's the junk food.
B, you're a treasure. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to Key for the dance at the top. Grace for the whole show. B-Phlat.com or buyjack.com/B-Phlat for all your B-Phlat merch. See you next week. Thanks, Picassos.
Oh.